All right, well, we're back for the discussion of Max, and if you watched our review, we liked it in general. We just got a different movie than we expected to get. So the movie starts, and the dog handler guy is like, he talks to his family at home, and his brother's not really paying attention, and we're like, okay, we're setting this up so that this guy can die. But instead, it's like, not only does he die, but he gets sort of tricked into dying by his friend who's like sneaking arms out of Afghanistan, and then somehow gets them into the United States and like into the same town where the family lives, and into the same storage facility that his father owned. And
well, he was a family friend. Like he knew the kid growing up, so that at least made sense in that they would end up in the same town.
there was some really bizarre stuff going on there.
Oh yeah.
So that whole plot, and like the first time that they went after him and like they were running through the woods and the dogs were like fighting and all that stuff, like that was one thing. But the fact that they did it again, like they ditched their mom, which is not cool. Like, not at all. Like, why do that to your mom? Why do that to her? Like, maybe I'm too old to understand this anymore. But why just totally, like, ditch the adult resources that you have so that you can go, like, run through the woods again and get shot at by crazy people?
Well, you can't just go up to them and be like, Mom, I'm going to go investigate this horrible, horrible crime that's tied into drug cartels.
But they're like, hey, this terrible stuff's going on. Take me over to my friend's house, and we'll just never come back.
I think it's just because you have kids now.
And it's also just to set up the, like, scene where she confronts the police and is like, you won't search for my husband because he hasn't been missing for 24 hours, but my dog gets lost and you're searching for the dog.
That's the law.
That wasn't the worst dialogue she had to say, though.
Oh, no.
She had a scene that was just like, what? It made me cringe. It was so bad.
What was funny to me, and you know, this comes from me working at a vet. There's a scene where he's opening up a bag of Kibbles and Bits, and it's blatant product placement. And then, like 30 minutes later, there's a scene where they completely trash Kibbles and Bits through dialogue, and it was so funny. Like I don't know if they meant to do that or what, but it was great. A lot of the acting was very wooden. Like, I think the actors were expecting a different movie than what they got.
Yeah.
Thomas Hayden Church, he's usually a very safe bet. You know, if the movie's not that great, he's at least going to put in a good performance. And he was very...
Well, yeah, I mean, he was
not committed.
He was playing that injury, so he was, like, moving less and putting less into his performance, I think, overall. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely flaws. I mean, to the movie, it's not...
Well, my favorite flaw was at the very end, when they're in the woods. They send the girl to go find somebody to call the cops. And like 30 seconds later, their phone goes off. Why are they not calling for help?
Yeah.
Was it just...
They needed
too many strong female role models in this. You need to leave.
Well, they didn't look at those two pages next to each other when they came up with the idea. So it was like, oh, well, we gotta write the girl out of the climactic scene. And then it was like, okay. And then they like went home for the day and they came in the next day and they're like, all right, so what can we do to get them caught? I know, let's have his cell phone ring. Oh, perfect. Let's put that in. And it's like the two, like when you put them together, it's just like that was the stupidest set of circumstances. Like,
yeah.
you go find help. Hang on a second, my phone's ringing. You go find help. Go.
Go find somebody to call for help. Specifically call for help.
Call someone for help. I can't talk to you right now. I'm busy with my phone.
And the female character, you know, she started off as a strong, smart female character. And then she went downhill throughout. Like, by the end of the movie, she's a hanger-on.
Yeah, I mean, she got more like the mom.
Yeah.
Who's just like, whatever your dad says, and
Whatever you like.
whatever you want. And let's be honest. I overcooked dinner.
Oh, God.
I'm a terrible mother and wife.
You know, and it's, I hate taking cheap shots at it, but it was such a strange movie.
It was.
Like, it is not what I expected at all. And I was kind of hoping that it would go with the PTSD story. Because that is something I will never understand. You know, soldiers come home with PTSD, and then we have fireworks to celebrate them.
Yeah. But, like, post-traumatic stress dog was not the way to do that. Like, that's not gonna make any sense.
It would...
Like, the dog's freaking out because there's fireworks.
Yeah.
Like, there's dogs that freak out because there's fireworks.
Yeah, true, I get that.
I've had plenty of animals that freak out at fireworks.
I get that, but I thought that was an interesting thing, you know, because, you know, up until recently, the idea behind this movie is important, because up until recently, you know, dogs weren't viewed as soldiers; they were viewed as equipment. And, you know, service dogs die all the time protecting soldiers. It's
Yeah, but then they flash the statistics at the end of the movie, and it's like 25 dogs have died since 2003 fighting in the military.
yeah.
It's like, well, you know what? 25 dogs died in our town today that were euthanized at the pound.
True. True. It's that kind of takes a punch out of it.
Yeah.
But then you because it doesn't factor in how many soldiers those dogs saved.
Yeah.
And things like that. And so it lessens that punch.
It's just strange because it seems like the message of the movie is don't let your military dogs get messed up with guys that are shady and are selling guns on the side.
The message of the
Bad
movie
things can happen.
is they would have got away with it
If it weren't for that dog.
if it weren't for the kids and their mangy mutt.
Can't top that.
Yep.
If you like the way we do these, please like the video, subscribe, check out all the written and video reviews at dalemaxfield.com, and thanks for watching.